The secret to better sleep.
Chronotype. It's your genetic wake-sleep schedule.
Unleash your inner beast.
Find out exactly which one of these animals you are and what they mean for your sleep and for your waistline.
This changes everything.
Plus, it can tell you when to eat in order to not gain weight.
Plus, feeling sluggish? The easy energy booster that wipes out fatigue. Coming up next.
Are you ready to save some lives today?
I love you, Dr. Oz.
You ever feel like your body is confused and completely out of sync? That you're always hungry or you're feeling sleepy at the wrong times? Well, I want to introduce you to a new word, chronotype. See it there? Chronotype. It's your genetic wake-sleep schedule. And discovering yours can change everything. Your personal chronotype can unlock the best time to go to bed at night so you feel energized every morning. Plus, it can tell you when to eat in order to not gain weight. Now I got your attention. There are 4 basic chronotypes, named after animals that sort of sleep that way. There's lions, right? There are bears. Oh. There are wolves. They stay up at night. And then there are dolphins, right? These dolphins, they're so beautiful, but what do they tell you about you? And which one of these animals are you? To help you determine that is the man who wrote the book on chronotypes, author of The Power of When, sleep expert, Dr. Michael Breus. Thank you for being back again.
Always a pleasure.
This is a brilliant concept.
Thank you.
And I love studying biology. I love studying animals. I was always amazed at how animals figure out the world differently than we do.
Yeah.
You took that wisdom and you applied it to us by
Exactly.
teaching us about chronotypes. Define them.
So first of all, chronotypes is a big word. A lot of people might not know what the word means, but they may have heard of the concept before. So if anybody out there has ever heard of an early bird or a night owl, those are chronotypes. But we've actually displayed 4 different chronotypes here. So the first chronotype is the lion, right? So the lion are my go-getters, early morning people, sending emails at 6 a.m. type of folks, right? My bears are the majority of society. 55% of people are bears. These are my extroverts. They're the people who get a lot of stuff done. They're kind of the fun people at the party, good people to hang out with. The wolves, which is what I happen to be, are the night people. We're a little bit more introverted, artists, actors, those types of people. But once we kind of get to the party, we usually don't show up until 10 o'clock. Then things have a tendency to get going. Then, of course, there's
You howl a lot.
We do howl quite a bit. Then there are the dolphins. And the dolphins are my problem sleepers. They're usually the people that are having the most difficulty.
Because dolphins never sleep, right?
So, yeah, that's right. So only half of their brain is asleep while the other half is awake looking for predators, kind of wandering around.
Walk on over here. I want you to figure out if you have habits that can determine your personality type. So we're going to do a quiz to find out exactly which one of these animals you are and what they mean for your sleep and for your waistline. And anyone can take this quiz right now. Everyone in the audience, just keep track. It's just a few questions at home. Just stop what you're doing for 1 minute and pay attention so you know which kind of sleep type you are. Question 1, what is your favorite meal? And I want you to think time of the day more than what's on the menu.
Exactly. So is breakfast time the time that you like to eat the best? Lunch, dinner, or food is just not really a great passion for you? A, B, C, or D?
Who's got an answer to this? Susan, go ahead.
I like lunch
You like lunch?
because I'm not a breakfast person for some reason.
Who is the breakfast person here? Anybody? Breakfast person?
I love breakfast, and I love porridge. I'm totally a Goldilocks. I like it just right.
I love porridge. I love breakfast.
Yeah.
You guys
Found a mate.
are probably lions.
I like lunch too, but at breakfast edges it out a little bit. I don't eat breakfast when I first wake up. I usually have it, 2 hours after I get. That's when I sort of feel hungry.
So actually what would work better is if you ate within an hour of waking up. So one of the things that we want to do is we want to start our metabolisms earlier because that helps with weight loss throughout the day.
All right, question number 2. When you need to get out of bed at a certain time, do you use an alarm clock? Dr. Breus?
So A, no need for the alarm clock. B, yes, with just one snooze. C, yes, with backup alarms and multiple snoozes. I see a lot of people shaking their heads. That's me, by the way. And no need, I've usually been up for a while.
How many C's are here? C's? Yeah, quite a few.
I'm a C right there, absolutely. What are you?
I'm an A.
Yeah, you're...
I could wake up. I usually wake up before the alarm goes off, just a few minutes ahead of time.
Right. That's good. That means your circadian system is actually in line and in sync.
All right, question number 3, only 2 left. How would you describe your appetite 30 minutes within waking?
So this one's a little bit tough, and remember, you might not necessarily get the same letter for every single question. So this one is are you very hungry within 30 minutes to an hour of waking up? Hungry, not hungry at all, and you're a snacker, you're probably not really that hungry in the morning.
Wherever you guys here, go ahead.
I'm probably A, always very hungry.
Are you hungry all day long, or especially when you first get up?
Yeah,
Especially when you get up?
especially when I get up.
Okay, and what do you see over here, ma'am?
I'm a D. Like, I'm rarely eating breakfast, actually, at all.
Ooh.
That's not good.
You've heard that's not so good, right?
Yeah, I've heard that. I try to have something, but I usually don't eat
You just don't have an appetite.
No.
I like this. All right, what, you want to comment on that?
Yeah, well, what I was going to say is I'm similar in that way, and I don't like to eat breakfast. So the thing I do is I get like a green smoothie or something that I can get my vitamins, my minerals, my green foods in the morning. But sometimes all I can do to choke down something is to drink something as quick as I can.
But what you're telling us is your chronotype, our chronotype, would predict some of these, which is okay. We can play around with that. So don't give up hope. It might be the right thing for you not to eat when you first get up. Question number 4. How often do you suffer from insomnia symptoms?
Right, so rarely, occasionally, often, or I think I have it, or I've been told that I do. How about folks out there?
Yeah, the D's probably should know it.
Yeah, D's are probably kind of not wanting to raise their hand, but that's what we're talking about.
All right, so tally up your answers. Count how many A's, B's, C's, and D's you got. Just do it all right now. You all know which one you are, right? And by the way, if you don't have, I did mine in my head. I'm not all what I think I am.
And you wouldn't necessarily be. You're not going to be 4 A's or 4 B's. You might have 2 or 3. Whichever one you have at least 2 answers to, that's probably your chronotype.
All right, and then explain it. If you're mostly A's.
So if you're mostly A's, you're going to be a lion. Remember, lions are my early morning people, my go-getters, lots of energy early in the morning. My B's, which make up the majority of people, are my bears, right? So these are people, again, extroverted, get a lot of work done, very gregarious, lots of fun to be around. My C's are wolves, like myself. We're night people. We hate mornings. As I tell people all the time, the only thing I like less than mornings are morning people, right? Because I can't stand them that early in the morning.
Makes it personal.
I know, exactly. And then remember, D's are our dolphins, right? So these are our problem sleepers. They're kind of the problem children, but the book was really written a lot for them.
How many A's are there?
A's a lion.
Lions.
You're a lion? Okay.
I'm a lion too.
I know. You and I are exact opposites.
That's why we get along. That's why we like each other.
That's right. Opposites
We
attract.
come back, find out more about your chronotype, and more importantly, the optimal time to eat and sleep based on your type. Stick around.
Neighbors from hell
Shot by her neighbor while 9 months pregnant.
and how to handle them. Plus,
How many times did he abuse you?
Close to 100 times.
how did this pedophile get out of jail after only 6 months? All new Oz.
That's coming up tomorrow. What if you could have the perfect day? Not being tired or feeling hungry all the time. Pretty cool, wouldn't it? We are back discovering your chronotype to unlock the best time to sleep and to eat. America's Sleep Doctor, Dr. Michael Breus is back, and then we just took his quiz to find out if you're a lion, which are the deep sleepers roaring to go every morning, a bear, those are the deep snoozers who live to hibernate during the weekend, then there are the wolves, who come alive when the sun goes down, start howling, and then the dolphins, they're the lightest sleepers of all. So we're going to put the full quiz on DrOz.com, take it, share it with your friends, but let's go one by one to uncover the best times to eat and sleep based on each type. You know what type you are. Let's start with my type. I'm the lion. We wake up every morning ready to go. This is how I woke up this morning. This is my picture this morning when I first got out of bed. Couldn't wait to get to work with Dr. Breus. So what do we know about the lion chronotype?
So remember, lions are our COOs of the company. These are the people that are born to lead. They're a little bit on the type A side. They make a list every day, and they like to go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3. They're pretty regimented in their thinking, but they get a lot of stuff done.
Take us through a typical day. Give me the times when we should think.
So when you start to look at meal times as an example, one of the things we would look at for them is they're going to be waking up probably between 5:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning. They're going to want to have breakfast fairly quickly around 6. Then they're going to have lunch around 12 and then dinner around 6. The thing we want to do is we want to keep food in a 12-hour piece. That way, there's a lot of data to show that if you only eat within 12 hours, it gives your body an opportunity to really get through all the food that you're eating. So this limits the amount of food that you get at night when it's harder to metabolize.
Ideal bedtime for the lions.
Ideal bedtime for a lion is probably around 10 o'clock. A lot of them are going to want to go to bed earlier, but if they can stay up until 10, it'll actually push them through until about 5:36 a.m.
Okay, now, how different is that than the bear? Because Jennifer's here. She's identified that chronotype. How are you?
Good, how are you?
So tell us about bears. And Jennifer, I'm going to ask you if they sound like you.
Okay.
So first of all, bears are the best. There's more bears than any other category, roughly 55% of the population. And bears are very extroverted. They're good friends to people. They like to go out. They like to socialize. But they also are the ones who actually get a lot of work done. Lions are great managers. Bears are actually people who get the stuff done.
Yeah, my wife is a bear. You mentioned earlier hibernate on the weekends?
Yes.
So does that sound like you?
Absolutely. I'm all about being happy. And actually, I was a typical corporate America person stuck in a job, had an opportunity this past spring to come to New York and be in a performance.
Oh, amazing.
So I took the leap, sold my house.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Quit my job, and now I'm pursuing my passion, and
Good
I'm
for you.
so much more happier.
Well, so
That's
since you're a
amazing.
bear, let's see if we can apply some of these rules to you.
Okay.
Yeah, so we know you're brave already.
Right.
But what time do you normally have your breakfast?
I would say if I eat breakfast between 8 and 6, or 6 and 8.
Right. So what we're looking for is if we can keep you into a 12-hour cycle, we will want you to be eating your breakfast at 7:30, 12:30 for lunch, and then your dinner at around 7:30 again. Again, keeping you within the 12-hour sort of time frame, if at all
But
possible.
you're shifting at least an hour off from
From our lions, exactly, because she's going to get up probably an hour later than our lions.
My wife is exactly like that. She's not up when I get up, and I must sleep before she comes to bed. So this is actually sort of interesting. So it's normal. And bedtime, ideally?
So bedtime, ideally, for her is going to be around 11
Okay.
or so.
goodness.
And then I can hibernate on the weekend.
Exactly,
I have
exactly.
ammo for home. All right, thank you very much. Next up, the wolf chronotype. These are the creatures of the night. Sierra is with us. She's identified herself with a chronotype. So describe what kind of a wolf you are.
Well, I'm very outgoing. I'm very creative. I like to dance and act, and I pick up on a lot of energy. If it's bad, if it's good. So I like to be around good vibes all the time.
Is this like a wolf?
This is total wolf territory here. Okay, so there you go. So wolves are great because they're super creative people. These are my artists, my actors, my authors, and these are the party people. We like to be out at night. I mean, we don't want to show up at a party until 10:30, 11 o'clock, and we're happy to stay until 2 o'clock in the morning. Which would be terrible for you, right?
horrible.
I'm going to be at the party. You're going to be leaving the party at very different times.
What about meal times?
So when we're looking at meal times, again, meal times are going to be a little bit later than what we saw with the bear. So with meal times, we're looking at 8 o'clock for breakfast, about 1 o'clock for lunch, and then again 8 o'clock for a later dinner.
And bedtime?
Bedtime is going to be around midnight.
Oh, gosh.
I never go to bed before midnight, ever.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Of course not, because she's a wolf.
You know, I actually, but I tell you, maybe we'll start giving each other such a hard time, thinking that we're normal and they're not.
Right.
But we're supposed to be different.
Yeah, we are supposed to be different. It's actually turned out to be an interesting communication tool, especially for couples, right? So couples, one person's going, like you said, one person goes to bed earlier than the other, one person wakes up earlier than the other. Once you can start to figure out what those schedules are, then you can find the times that work together for both people.
Sierra, thank you very much. Keep howling
you.
away, Sierra. All right, now, the dolphin. Now, you already know these are the insomniacs, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Here's some famous people. I looked them up. I was curious,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We got William Shakespeare, did okay in life. Charles Dickens also did okay, very creative people. The CEOs of Yahoo and Pepsi are both dolphins. They don't sleep.
No, they don't sleep very well. They're my problem sleepers. They get fragmented sleep all night long. And while these people might be type A personalities, there's just a little bit of obsessive compulsive left in them, and it prevents them sometimes from completing tasks, from finishing things up. They're perfectionists by far.
And what types of meal schedule should they be adopting?
So their meal schedule is going to look a little bit different. So they're going to we're going to want them to eat at 8, then again at 12, and then a little bit later at 7:30. What's nice about dolphins is when they eat, it actually helps calm them down. Dolphins have a tendency to be a little bit more on the anxious side of things. So when we can use food to help calm them down, it's going to work a lot better.
When should the dolphins go to sleep, ideally?
If they could, 11:30 would be perfect. But some dolphins don't fall asleep until 12:30, sometimes even later.
But we got some secrets for the dolphins as well.
We do.
Put all these daily schedules online so you can optimize your day. That way you don't have to memorize everything. Again, use it to talk about problems with your family if they have a different schedule than you. And up next, the new drink to help you sleep better at night. That's got even sleep experts buzzing. Marie Osmond
I had a terrible relationship with food.
opens up like never before.
Do not do what I did.
The eating disorder that nearly destroyed her. All new Oz. That's coming up on Friday. We've been unlocking the secrets to get better sleep. Move over chamomile and warm milk because guess what? We're about to reveal the new drink that sleep experts say will be the next big trend. Sleep expert Dr. Michael Breus is back. Break the news to everybody.
So this is interesting. Guava leaf tea. Now, people in the US may not have heard of this. Has actually been around in Japan and Asia for centuries. It's really very interesting. So one of the things that we've recently learned is that people who wake up in the middle of the night, which by the way is the most common form of insomnia, one of the things, the problem could be blood sugar, that their blood sugar is actually dropping in the middle of the night, which causes their body to increase cortisol levels, right? And then all of a sudden they're awake. So what's really nice about the guava leaf tea is it actually has a tendency to keep everything nice and stable throughout the night. It's actually quite delicious.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I like it as a tea. I think it's got a little bit of sweetness to it and a little bit of, it's almost like a spiciness to it.
I think the word medicinal comes to mind.
Yeah, it does.
Like the leaves you rake up that you're going to throw away.
No,
make it soup.
no, not
Actually,
those leaves.
It's not bad. And certainly would be well worth drinking if you had a sleep issue.
Yeah.
How do you make it?
So it's actually just regular old tea. It comes in tea bags. I recommend people getting about 120 count. That way you get the good price break, but also you have enough of it for it to kind of make a difference. It'll take, probably a good month or so of using it to start to see a big definitive difference, but some people can feel the difference right away.
I love all your advice, but sometimes you want to verify.
Absolutely.
So we got a couple audience members to check it out. Now, how many of you all have that person in your life that just wakes up in the middle of the night?
Yes.
They text you, they link to you on Facebook. You ever get that person in your life? All right, I've got two people just like that. Ayana is here. She says Shamika is that person for her. How are you, Ayana?
I'm very good.
So, if you don't mind, Ayana, I want you to get your phone with you. Read some of the texts and give me the times when they were sent to you from Shamika. You guys have been friends for how long?
Yes, over 20 years. So
Wow.
she's a very good friend of mine.
Despite this, actually.
Yes, still. Yes.
This behavior hasn't soured you on her.
No, I still love her very much, definitely.
But, show us.
But yes, so this is 1:37 a.m. in the morning. What should I wear to an event tomorrow? And I'm just like,
are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me right now? I'm sleeping and I like to get my beauty rest, okay? And so she's like, blue or green top. What should I wear?
This is all 1:30 in the morning?
Yes, 1:37, 1:38, 1:39.
Wait, but she answers me back at 2:14 in the morning.
Because she got woken up by the ding.
I know, right?
So I was
she's being a good friend.
Yeah.
So Shamika, you tried this tea.
Yes.
Right, the guava tea for 3 days.
Guava leaf tea.
Guava leaf tea. Well, how did it help you?
It was great. I took it about 12 o'clock because I was still awake, and literally by 12:30, I felt like I needed to go to sleep. So I was able to.
And you didn't wake up again during the rest of the day?
No.
Can you?
She didn't call me.
She didn't call you.
She didn't text me.
That's the test.
That is the test.
right.
Give her a lifetime supply, please. Yeah.
I got called by a friend once about 4 in the morning. They were constipated.
Oh.
I said, why would you call me at 4 in the morning? I mean, by definition, it didn't just happen.
Right.
It's been going on for at least a day or two.
At least a while.
I'm going to give him some guava leaf tea.
Absolutely.
So look for, you said 120 count.
120 count. It should be, say, guava leaf tea on it. You can just go onto Amazon, and there's a bunch of them out there.
It's not crazy expensive?
No, not at all. Especially when you get the 120 count. It runs about, less than $20-25.
It's worth your sleep.
Yes.
Listen, congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
Absolutely fabulous. Big ideas condensed in a way we can process. You can all check it out. It's called The Power of When. That's the cover. Enjoy it. We'll be right back. Up next, food can fix it. It really can. Find out the easy fatigue fighter and it tastes, so good. Today, food can fix your fatigue. Now, I'm sharing my favorite fix that I load up on when I'm feeling low energy, like this. This is actually me caught in the act and never before seen image of me. That is a half yawn. That's a rehearsal for this show. And it's a food fix that a lot of us forget about quite easily, but it can work. It can easily restore your body's energy reserves and wipe away your fatigue. I'm talking about vitamin B12. You've heard of B12. It's an old treatment. But I've got a quick quiz to find out if you're secretly running a little low on this key nutrient. My go-to tester, not this year. Take the quiz with me.
Yes.
You feeling well?
I'm feeling okay. Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 5, where's your energy?
My energy, I could use a little more. Like I'm about to fall on you in a second, okay?
How many of you feel that way? A little low in energy? Yeah. Now, you're not alone. I'm going to share something with you. If you go into your Google browser, everyone at home can do this right now, and write in YMI. It will auto-complete. Don't do it. I'm saying when you go home tonight. And everyone at home can do it right now. It's going to auto-complete YMI as so tired. So when you put in YMI in the Google,
that's the first thing that comes up.
Because most Americans are trying to ask the question, why am I so tired? So let's try to fix that today. You ready to take this quiz with me?
Yep.
All right, get your quizzes out, everybody, if you don't mind. All right, everyone in the audience can answer yes or no. Everyone at home, just keep track. It's a couple simple questions. You can just memorize them. Right, it's all on DrOz.com. If you miss it, you can share it with your friends. The first question, do you have numbness or tingling in your hands or your feet? Sort of like when they're falling asleep. And I'm not talking about going out in the cold and getting tingling.
Right.
I'm talking about just get it at baseline.
Right, all the time. Yeah, when I spend too much time in the bathroom, you know what I mean, okay? Sometimes I get the tingling in my feet, okay? And sometimes when I'm sitting at a desk too long, I get tingling in my hands going down this way.
Yep.
And when I lay down, I get the tingling in my hands and
All right,
my
so
extremities.
you're a yes to that.
I'm a yes,
All right,
yes.
everyone else keep
Long
track,
way to
yes or no,
yes.
tingling hands and feet. Next question, even after you get a good night's rest, are you tired on a daily basis? Again, you slept just fine. Are you still tired generally?
Yeah, I need a good nap. Okay, I live for a good nap. So sometimes during the day I need a nap because, I'm tired.
But that's even though you're sleeping okay.
Yeah,
Right.
even if I get 6 to 8 hours.
All right, second one, yes to. Third question, this is important. Have you been experiencing brain fog? Right? That brain fog means you're sort of forgetful about some stuff. You're not quite as sharp as you used to be. Sometimes you can't focus. Right? That's what I think is a brain fog. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, okay, so I have this little notebook. I have this little notebook that I keep in my purse. If there's something I need to do, I have to write it down immediately. Otherwise, sometimes I won't remember and I get a little foggy.
Now, has that changed, you think, in the last couple of years for you? Can you tell?
Yeah, I'm in my other half of my 30s. So, yeah, it's changed a little bit.
All right, yeah,
Other
looking
half.
for changes from the norm, right? That's the third question. Next question, do you have trouble balancing? Now, I'm going to test you.
Okay.
I'm going to do a quick test. It's a balance test that we actually do in doctor's offices. So
Okay.
you're going to walk one foot in front of the other
All right.
like this.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Now
Nice
go-
shoes, by the way.
Thank you. All right.
But you can't hold on me.
I can't.
Okay.
Now, you know I need to hold on.
You
Okay,
know when
here
you
we
get
go.
pulled over by the cops side of the road and make you walk?
Never have I ever been
Never.
pulled over.
All right, just checking.
Okay, all right.
If they do pull you over, they'll do this. Let me see.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, one, that's good. That's good. One more time.
I'm
One
so
more time.
shaking.
Oh!
Really?
Yeah. All right, so
Oh, my
that
goodness.
one you did well with.
Yeah.
But that's actually a coordination test, and people who have low vitamin B12 levels aren't able to coordinate themselves quite as much. That's why we use it in our clinics. If you have problems with any of those questions, you got to worry about your B12.
Okay.
And that's why I come back to this, because it's so common. And you know what? When we get older, we have a difficult time absorbing B12. Which is why it gets to be a big part of the problem that a lot of Americans are sensing. So come on back to me. I'm going to show you and everybody else why vitamin B12 is a big issue for us, okay? So you need B12, but it's got to be there at the right amounts for your brain to function normally. Because here's what happens. When you don't have it, your B12 levels are low, your nervous system doesn't quite function the way it needs to. It can't keep track, and you get brain fog, which is what happens when you can't process information quickly. Down in your arms and your legs, you start to get tingling, and you get some balance problems because these nerves aren't talking so well either. Then your red blood cells, you need vitamin B12 to make red blood cells. And without it, you get anemic. So you start to feel tired all the time.
Oh, wow.
So
Interesting.
when you're B12 deficient, you can get all these things at once or any one of them. But it's a clue you're going to pay attention to. So the good news is, everybody, food can fix it. You can easily get more B12 through the foods you eat. When we come back, the easy B12 boosters that you can eat that you haven't even thought of, they can wipe away your fatigue, and you're going to feel so good for this.
All right.
Stick around.
Bolt your doors. Neighbors from hell.
Slew of abductions and assaults. We're investigating nightmare neighbors.
All new Oz.
That's coming up tomorrow. the easy energy booster to wipe away your fatigue, vitamin B12. Now, we just took a quiz to see if your body's running low on this superstar vitamin. You can take the quiz right now on DrOz.com. Super simple. That if you're tired, if you've got brain fog, if you got tingling or some feeling of that, like the pins and needles in your hands or feet, or you got balance problems, these could all be due to B12. You don't have to have them all. There's one. It makes me a little concerned because B12 deficiency is so common, and so many of us have problems, especially as we get older, with the B12 absorption. Now, if you think you got a B12 problem, don't worry about it because you got a B12 booster right now in your fridge. In your fridge. And it's as simple as adding 2 sources of dairy to your diet. For example, cottage cheese, which is my hero these days, and I happen to love it for a lot of reasons. Greek yogurt, you know I'm a fan of that. And Swiss cheese, and I mentioned Swiss cheese because it's one of the cheeses with the highest amounts of B12. The odds are you've got one of these 3 right now going down. Take 2 servings of it, or pick it up next time you're shopping. Now, I got my go-to tester, Renata. She's back, and I challenged her to work more dairy into her diet because she was tired. She was having pins and needles, especially when she went to the bathroom or slept or carried something.
Yeah.
You did balance pretty well, but you're forgetful. You had a little book.
I'm really forgetful.
And you lost the book. All right. So how'd you do it? What'd you incorporate into your diet?
All right. So, you know how you've been giving me vegetables to eat all this time, right? So guess what? With the vegetables, they must be good, okay? I must have a little dipping sauce with it. So I took your favorite, Greek yogurt, and I added some ranch seasoning to it. Yes, added some ranch seasoning to it. And it's a healthy ranch dip. Yes. You like that?
Put your foot in it.
Thank you.
That's what she says to me.
Clink, clink,
I think it's so simple, but it's so good.
Yes, exactly. Don't leave me hanging. Clink, clink.
Oh, clink,
yes,
sorry.
thank you.
What else did you make with the dairy?
So also, I scoured the internet and I found that you can also put cottage cheese in tuna salad, okay? And that's really good. And
You're kidding me.
Yes, exactly. And
look, there it is there.
Yep.
It looks strange, but I bet it tastes good.
It tastes amazing. And my favorite, my mouth is salivating. Okay, my favorite, add cottage cheese to your pancake batter. Yes, it makes it nice and moist. Yes, honey.
Is that syrup and butter on top?
Oh, my goodness. Just a little bit of butter, just a little bit of butter.
All right. Now, those are all great, and I happen to love those cheese sources, but there's a real hero that we all have to start using.
Okay.
It happens to be a personal favorite of mine. The real B12 booster superstar is nutritional yeast.
Oh,
How many of you, to be honest, have used nutritional yeast in the last year even? Nobody, right?
Nobody.
To one person in the back, and right? That's about it. It's remarkable. It's one of the best ways that vegans get their vitamin B12, because remember, vegans don't have animal products. They can't eat the dairy that you just showed us some examples of. So Lisa, my wife, uses nutritional yeast all the time. But that's not the only reason. She likes it because it tastes good. Have you ever tried it?
I never tried it before. Is this
so
the
good.
stuff?
Yeah, good. Make your popcorn.
Okay.
You drip a little bit of butter on the edges, not too much. Not like that photo of the pancakes you showed me.
Just a little bit.
And then add some nutritional yeast. See what you do here.
All right.
Right, so simple. No. Let me show you how you add nutritional yeast. This is a huge, huge play in my family. I actually shot a video for you.
Oh.
I was worried you daintily put a little like this in.
I mean, I don't want to oversaturate.
Let me show you how my grandkids use this savory dish. Take a look at this. I'm popcorn. Check it out. I'll do the butter. Don't tell anyone I'm putting butter on the popcorn. Okay, we put the butter on here, and then you add the yeast. These are nutritional yeast flakes. Sit that over there. They get a little up. You can be very generous with that. Okay, now, the moment of truth. What does it taste like? Are you ready?
It tastes like popcorn.
You like it?
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
The kids are happy, you'll be happy. Thanks to John and Philo for that. So listen, you can put it on like this. I mean, put this stuff on there. This stuff doesn't have a lot of calories. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Again, it's made out of inactive yeast. You're not eating yeast. It's been inactivated, but you got the B12.
Okay. All right.
Now, you got a special word for this, don't you?
Yeah, I call it Cheetos dust. That's what it looks like, little
Cheetos dust?
Cheetos dust. Do you know what Cheetos are?
I mean, I've had them years ago.
Years ago? That's what it looks like. It's reminiscent of Cheetos dust. Okay, let me taste it.
It's so much better for you. Are you kidding me? Tell me if you like the taste. With a little butter on there.
I think I need more though.
She's gonna add cottage cheese to it. All right, if you want to take it to the next level, we got one better for you on this. This is a simple thing. We have this most nights when we want to have a little snack. But this is a really cool chili cheese dip that you can make with it. Take a look. That's right. No meat, no cheese. It is a genius way to use B12. We've got two Bite Club members here trying this dip right now, Adrian and Nisha. What do you guys think?
Sorry. That's pretty good. It is really creamy. It's very creamy.
I was noticing. Why are you dipping? Yeah, I think that
It's really good.
you have your own. Why are you taking hers?
I'm sorry, because it's that good. No, but
They're not like sharing dips. I'll tell you.
She grabbed her bowl. I'll take mine.
But this is really savory. It's very savory. And normally I don't do vegan, but this is great. This even seems like something that my picky 2-year-old
Might go for?
My 2-year-old is so picky, and she would definitely love this.
What do you think? Verdict?
It's appetizing, it's buttery, it's surprisingly light. I love it.
That's the thing. It's savory but light. I need a final verdict for you. I've given you everything today. What do you think?
Dr. Oz, I don't know who made this, but they put their foot all up in it. Okay, this is so good. Thank you so much.
We're going to post the recipe online. If you need more vitamin B12, you can actually take a sublingual supplement. You put it right beneath your tongue. That's chewable. It's an easy way to get it. And there's lots more of great tips like this available in our New York Times bestselling book, Food Can Fix It. So check it out. Be right back. Marie Osmond
I had a terrible relationship with food.
opens up like never before.
Do not do what I did.
The eating disorder that nearly destroyed her. Plus, it tracks your every move, but is your fitness tracker invading your privacy? All new Oz. That's coming up on Friday. It's been months in the making, finding trainers that can inspire you at home to get fit this year. After an international search, the votes have poured in. And today, along with my trusted sponsorship partner, USANA Health Sciences, and my fellow judges, celebrity personal trainer Aaron Opria, and 5-time world champion boxer Tim Bradley, we are announcing the winners that you chose. So what was it about these individuals that motivated you to get fit? Well, take a look. We received videos from hundreds of trainers around the globe, but 4 of them stood out from the rest. Sergio Rojas from Dubuque, Iowa, is a trainer who seeks to inspire and change everyone he works with for the better. When firefighter Amber Bowman isn't running into burning buildings, she's instilling that same fearlessness and strength in the minds and bodies of her clients. Cookie Miller of Houston, Texas, overcame huge obstacles to get herself healthy, which gives her the tools and the mindset to help her clients lose weight. And finally, Julie Briggs, whose passion for fitness literally transformed her health. So out of these 4 amazing finalists, who will rise to the top? Thousands of you decided by voting on my website. And today, the winners will be revealed. Our finalists are here, so are our judges. Finalists, come on out. Let's see y'all. Here they are, fit as can be. They're ready to go. So what would winning this competition mean to each of you? You look so darn good, by the way. So impressed.
Yeah.
Sergio, take us away.
Well, I mean, it'd mean everything. It'd be a combination of 20 years experience in functional movement, nutrition, and behavioral change, and then a platform to help more people become healthier and happier at any age.
Nice. Amber?
I would be forever grateful and excited for Canada, firefighters, and the USANA family to come together on this major health platform and help empower and educate all of you to achieve your health goals.
Well stated. Cookie?
I know what it's like to be overweight and to not know where to start. And I know there are millions of people out there who would need to know how to get started. And that's what I want to be for them. And to be able to do that on the Dr. Oz show would be amazing.
And Julie, bring us home.
I still remember being frustrated, held back from pain and injuries. This is a huge opportunity to reach so many people in the same position I was once in and give them hope that they too can be pain-free.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck. If you spend time with our finalists, you know what it's like to bring home the gold.
This was tough. You know, I like every finalist up here, every contestant that's up here, and I truly believe that it really doesn't matter who wins here today. It really doesn't, because I think that they all of them have the ability to help others. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about helping others. And you guys have been through and expressed to us what you guys have been through. So with that being said, I think any one of them can win this. I think any one of them can win this. But only two. Sorry, only two.
So Aaron, we're gonna have a lot of folks working out really nicely when we have our winners selected after today. What do you recommend in terms of folks at home keeping up with these wonderful trainers?
So these guys got to make sure they focus on taking care of themselves so they can teach the rest of the world. So with that, I feel like they need to focus on form, perfect form. You have to take care of your health. So focus on your form. You need to make sure you fuel your body full of the proper things. So they need to eat a clean diet, and they need to make sure they take their USANA Percosa to keep optimal joint health so they can continue doing the things they love.
You don't want to be hobbling around as you're enjoying the workouts. All right, it all comes down to this moment. You guys cast thousands of votes from all over the world, and in these envelopes, I've got my finalists who are ready to be crowned the winners. In my eyes, again, you guys have all been winners, and I really appreciate everyone at home voting. I was really impressed. The workout that we create, in fact, all their workouts are already available on DrOz.com. They're on the Dr. Oz app. We're going to make lots more with the winners. Tim, you sat in the locker room ready to go out there and fight for the championship. Get nervous. How do you get past that?
Well, first of all, you got to really think about, is this really what you want to do? Because you know what can come out of this. You know, for the winners, you know what can come out of this. And if you can accept that, then I would say, hey, you can move forward. But if you can't accept what comes with this, being the winner, then I would say go ahead and head in the back there.
I think you're all in there. You're all ready?
But,
all right, Sarah, go, and Eric, come up. And Amber, come up front. We ready to go? All right, so I know it's a little bit, I don't want to create the tension. In this envelope is the name of the USANA trainer winner. Who is it going to be? I'll announce it right now. The winner from USANA is Amber. Your smile says it all, but you own the stage. No, be in the middle here. You won. Congratulations. So tell everyone, how does it feel to win?
Well, first of all, I have to thank the USANA family. Truly thankful for their love and support over the last part of this journey. All of those votes is absolutely crazy, but I'm just excited to continue on this journey. So here we go.
We're going to be hearing from you in a second. Let me ask if Julie can come forward, come on both, and Cookie. You guys both did a beautiful job. Unbelievable number of voters. Again, you're my own viewers, so you had other viewers voting for you as folks who came to this endeavor wanting to do what's best for everybody. So are you ready? The winner from my own Dr. Oz viewers is Cookie. It's Cookie. She won. What does it feel like, Cookie?
Oh my God. This means everything to me. And I don't want to be emotional, but I struggled with obesity for most of my life. And I used to watch your show at the beginning of the year to get different diets and what can I do and what can I do and how can I get started. And now to be that person that's going to teach other people to do that, it feels amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm very proud of you.
Very proud of you. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to ask you, wait, I'm going to come back to you in a second, but Emma, come on up here. The stage is yours. I want you to show folks, just give them a little taste of what it's going to be like to have you in their lives, helping them along. The whole USANA family, all of America, take it away.
Okay. Here we go. So we need to move. So we're gonna start with the lunge series. Lunge it out. Okay, it doesn't matter if we're trying to build muscle, shed weight or lose weight, or just be mobile. We need to move our body every single day. Big, strong legs, move, cardio, and incorporate everything. Just remember, my thing is, you don't need to be perfect nutritionally and physically, but we need to be just a little bit better than we were yesterday.
I think you made a very wise choice. And it's beautifully stated. That's not all. My trusted sponsorship partner, USANA, has been wonderful about a lot of things. I want you to go to DrOz.com, and thanks to them, you can enter for a chance to win one of 1,000 bottles of USANA's Precosa. An audience? Should they go home with an audience? You're our trainer. What do you think, Amber? Yeah. Should we go? You're all going home with one. Everyone in the audience, with USANA's Precosa, you're taking one home. When we come back, the Oz viewer who America voted for, she's right here. Cookie's taking you through her signature workout. Don't miss it. It's her first one of many. Marie Osmond
I had a terrible relationship with food.
opens up like never before.
Do not do what I did.
The eating disorder that nearly destroyed her. All new Oz. That's coming up on Friday. We're back with Cookie, winner of my trainer competition. So many of you voted for her. And we're not going to waste any time putting her to work. She's going to start working out right this second. What is it like, by the way, knowing America wanted to train with you?
Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. Like I said before, I watched the show for tips, and now I'm going to give them. I can't believe it.
Well, I'm very proud. So put me to work.
I sure will.
Give us 60 seconds of stuff we can do in the commercial breaks.
Okay, for sure. So you can grab a jump rope. You can do this anywhere. And what we're going to do is start off by jumping rope for 30 seconds, all right? So we're just gonna jump.
They can be fake jump ropes,
It
right?
can be fake jump ropes. You can do one leg at a time.
That's
if
just
you're that
showing
advanced.
off.
But
Oh, come on
let's
now.
say you're at home, you don't have a jump rope. Do jumping jacks, all right?
Much
if you
better.
can't do jumping jacks, just step, all right? Now when you're done with that, there you go. Now we're gonna grab our weight, right? So we've got our heart rate up, we did our cardio, now we're gonna weight train. So we're gonna do a goblet squat. You're gonna come down, and then if you want that extra, you do a raise at the end and you work those calves too.
It's called a goblet squat?
A goblet squat.
Why is it
Isn't
called
that
that?
amazing? You stand nice and wide, you pull up and you squeeze your butt, squeeze everything, and you're gonna get those nice strong legs.
Why is it called a goblet
there you
squat?
Go. Well, I didn't invent it.
You didn't invent it? Then take credit. You're the champ. You're America's trainer now. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. And I know you did it to yourself first. You have insights that all America's going to benefit from. So God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Remember her. Get moving. And remember, happy and healthy. It starts at home. You heard from the boss. Let's do it.
All right. Level 2. Jump.